And so when we're talking about man doesn't have a free will, what we mean is that man doesn't have a moral free will. His morality, his ethics, his heart's been broken. He's been defiled. That's a difference between saying that man doesn't have a physical free will. And let me give you another illustration to kind of explain this. If you told me you'd give me $1 billion if I could jump over the seminary, go outside and jump over it without using any aid or helps, but just with my natural physical ability, and you say, I give you $1 billion if you can leap over this place. Well, I go, I'm not Superman. There's no way I can do that. So I don't have the physical ability to do it. Does that make sense? And so because of the physical inability, I don't have the capacity to do it. That's not what we're saying when man doesn't have a free will. Man has the capacity to love God. He has the physical ingredients built in him to do it. Kind of like a panda bear has all the attributes within him, all the ingredients to love meat or to eat meat. Panda bears could eat meat. They have the canine teeth. They have the stomach lining. Biologists are confused why panda bears don't eat meat. They don't. But when you compare them to grizzly bears, black bears, and brown bears, they have all the components of the other bear in the families. But they're unique because they don't eat meat. And it's not because they physically can't, it's they don't want to. And so when you say man can't believe in Jesus, don't say that they physically can't, because they have the mind to know God. They don't have the mind, if you would, to experientially experience God, if you would, but they can know doctrine better than you can know it, right? They've been built before the fall. They built with all the components to obey God and to love God. But what's fallen in them is the desire, the appetite for God. They hate God. And in that way, they're morally inapt. But still, creatures have free will to operate according to their nature, according to their dispositions. When God decrees all things according to the confession, and I think according to the scriptures, God's decrees does not rule out man's free will. It doesn't violate man's free will. It doesn't force man to operate in any way that's inconsistent with his nature. Election does not mean that there are some people that want to go to heaven but can't. And there are some people that don't want to be saved but have to be. That's not what it means. It doesn't violate man's volitional will, nor does it violate the liberty of contingencies or what we call secondary causes.